Cardi B says she once received illegal injections to her backside from a woman whose patient.
About the life-changing side effects she endured after a failed cosmetic procedure.
Have you ever wondered how far the desire to change our appearance can go? For many people in Hollywood, plastic surgery is not just an option, but an open door to a new identity.
So it's tough for somebody that suffers.
While wealth seems to offer unlimited access to this world of transformations, is it really a path without limits? Today, we will delve into more than just the celebrities who opt for plastic surgery. We'll take you behind the scenes to reveal the 20 most shocking plastic surgery disasters among famous people, where the price of perfection doesn't always match expectations.
Really by far the worst case of a bad injection that I'd ever seen.
Join us as we uncover these mistakes that left lasting marks on their lives and discover why some changes can be more dangerous than you might imagine. Number 20. Cardi B. The famous American rapper Cardi B is known not only for her successful music, but also for her honesty in discussing her personal life, including her plastic surgery procedures. During an Instagram live stream, Cardi B revealed that she recently underwent surgery to remove the butt implants she had placed years earlier. This decision came after years of feeling social and professional pressure to meet extreme beauty standards. Cardi B explained that when she worked as a stripper, she got the implants in a low-cost procedure that only cost $800. However, over time, the biopolymers used in her body began to pose health risks. Despite this setback, Cardi B has expressed that she is not against plastic surgery in general, but advocates for making changes safely and with qualified professionals. She also revealed that she underwent a rhinoplasty to improve the shape of her nose, a procedure she opted for because she didn't like her nose, which she inherited from her father. Cardi B is a clear example of how plastic surgery can be a valid tool for those seeking to feel better about themselves, but it also serves as a reminder of the importance of making informed and safe decisions. Number 19. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, one of the most recognizable names in global entertainment, is famous for creating the X Factor and Got Talent, as well as for his direct persona on television. However, the evolution of his image in recent years has caught the attention of his followers and the media. In 2023, Simon publicly admitted to undergoing multiple aesthetic procedures in an attempt to maintain a youthful appearance. However, the results of his surgeries were so drastic that many described him as unrecognizable, with an appearance more reminiscent of a fictional character than a real person. His son Eric's concerned reaction led Simon to reconsider his decisions. He chose to undergo corrective procedures to remove some of the fillers that had drastically altered his face. Additionally, Simon has spoken about adopting a healthier lifestyle, including a more balanced diet and prioritizing hydration and overall well-being. This transformation not only highlights the importance of being aware of the implications of aesthetic procedures, but also demonstrates how a more balanced and natural approach can lead to better physical and emotional outcomes in the long run. Number 18. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's transformation is probably one of the most debated and discussed in the world of plastic surgery. The iconic American singer underwent drastic changes throughout his life, with numerous procedures altering his appearance to the point where he was sometimes difficult to recognize. It is known that his first surgery was a rhinoplasty in 1979, but what began as a simple desire to correct his nose turned into a series of increasingly radical changes. Dr. E.A. Gorbis, a specialist in body dysmorphic disorders, estimated that Michael may have undergone up to 100 surgeries, many of which affected his face to the point of altering his ethnicity, making him almost unrecognizable. According to Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked with Michael's surgeons in the 90s, the procedures included multiple rhinoplasties, cheek implants, eyelid surgery, and even a chin implant. The most surprising thing is that Jackson visited his surgeons every 2 months and sometimes underwent up to a dozen procedures in a single visit. This gradual transformation sparked debates about Jackson's obsession with his appearance and his relationship with plastic surgery, a topic that remained a constant throughout his life until his death in 2009. Number 17. Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista is one of the most famous models in fashion history, known for being part of the supermodel group in the 90s, alongside other iconic figures like Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and Christy Turlington. Evangelista graced more than 700 magazine covers throughout her career and was famous for her quote, "I don't get out of bed for less than $10,000. Throughout her career, Linda was seen as the embodiment of beauty and glamour, but in 2015, she began undergoing a transformation that would distance her from the image she had projected for years. Attracted by the advances in non-invasive cosmetic surgery, Linda underwent the Cool Sculpting treatment, a non-surgical fat reduction procedure that promised to eliminate localized fat without the need for invasive intervention. However, what seemed like a simple solution to unwanted fat turned into a bitter experience for the model. After undergoing 7 sessions between 2015 and 2016, Linda experienced unexpected side effects. Instead of reducing fat as expected, the treated areas of her body, such as her chin, thighs, and back, began to harden, become numb, and present irregularities. Upon seeking medical attention, she was diagnosed with paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, a rare condition affecting less than 1% of patients who undergo the procedure. This complication causes the fat cells in treated areas to expand instead of reducing, resulting in an increase in the volume of the affected area. This diagnosis led Evangelista to sue the company behind Cool Sculpting, Zeltic Aesthetics Incorporated, for $50 million in compensation. In her lawsuit, Linda claimed the procedure caused her both emotional and physical damage. The situation caused a media uproar as Evangelista was seen as a symbol of beauty and perfection, and her experience underscored the risks associated with popular aesthetic treatments. Number 16. Neven Ciganovic. Neven Ciganovic is a Croatian stylist and television personality known for his love of aesthetic surgery. At 45 years old, Neven has been very open about his ongoing desire to improve his appearance through surgical procedures. However, his story took an unexpected turn after his most recent nasal surgery, which resulted in an unusual complication, a persistent erection known as priapism. This side effect, rarely associated with aesthetic procedures, was caused by an allergic reaction to the anesthetic used during the surgery. Due to this complication, Neven had to return to Belgrade to receive emergency medical care. Priapism is a condition that requires immediate treatment, as it can lead to permanent damage if not properly managed. Despite this incident, Neven remains determined to continue his pursuit of aesthetic perfection, highlighting the complex nature of cosmetic surgeries, which can carry both benefits and unforeseen risks. In his statements, Neven has emphasized that beauty is a constant struggle and that he is willing to continue experimenting with surgical procedures until he achieves the appearance he desires. Number 15. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne is known for her participation in the television show The Osbournes, where she shared her family life with her husband, Ozzy Osbourne, and their children. Since her TV debut, Sharon has stood out for being outspoken and direct about her life and struggles, including her aesthetic interventions. Over the years, Sharon has undergone multiple cosmetic procedures, including facelifts, dermal fillers, liposuctions, and rejuvenation treatments. She was no stranger to plastic surgery and never hesitated to openly discuss her physical transformations. However, In 2021, Sharon went through one of her most dramatic experiences with aesthetic surgery, a facelift at the age of 70. This procedure was much more invasive than previous ones and had side effects that made her reconsider future surgeries. In her own words, Sharon felt as though her face was pulled tight, even comparing it to the image of a cyclops due to the side effects that distorted her features. The operation was so painful and the recovery so uncomfortable that Sharon decided not to undergo any more surgical procedures. The surgery lasted 5.5 hours, and despite having undergone multiple interventions in the past, this was the straw that broke the camel's back for Sharon. In her autobiography, Unbreakable, 2013, Sharon was completely honest about her journey with plastic surgery. She spoke openly about her addiction to cosmetic procedures, explaining that she underwent many surgeries to feel better about herself, but also expressed doubts about the risks and long-term effects. After this facelift experience, Sharon admitted she would not undergo any more surgeries and would learn to accept the natural signs of aging. Number 14. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke is known both for his career as an actor and his time as a boxer, but his story with plastic surgery is quite different from that of other celebrities. Rather than seeking to rejuvenate his face or improve his appearance, Rourke underwent a series of facial surgeries after suffering severe injuries while practicing professional boxing. In the 1990s, Rourke temporarily retired from acting to pursue his dream of being a boxer, but this extreme contact sport left visible scars on his face. Over the years, he underwent multiple surgeries to correct nasal fractures, reconstruct his cheekbones, and restore the shape of his face. But the results were not as expected. Rourke went from being a Hollywood heartthrob to having an almost unrecognizable face, a change that he himself described as a mistake due to the wrong decisions he made with the surgeons who treated him. In his autobiography, he admitted to regretting undergoing so many surgeries, though he also expressed that surgery was his only option to repair the irreversible damage he sustained in the ring. Number 13. Jackie Stallone. Jackie Stallone, the mother of famous actor Sylvester Stallone, has been one of the most open public figures about her experiences with plastic surgery, and at 91 years old, she remains an inspiration to many. Over the years, she has undergone a series of procedures, some of which did not go as she had hoped. In an interview, Jackie shared her regrets, mentioning that in her youth she had tried to change her appearance several times, and in her opinion, some of these procedures failed, leaving her with a look she herself described as a squirrel with its mouth full of nuts. Despite these issues, Jackie remains active, attending tap dance classes and playing the piano for 2 hours every day. She also advocates for healthy aging, noting that the fear of aging is common among celebrities, but she has managed to thrive. While she doesn't attend the luxury parties of Hollywood, Jackie believes in setting an example of how to age gracefully, as for her, aging and thriving is her greatest fear. Number 12. Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves, formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, is a media personality who became famous for her desire to radically alter her appearance through cosmetic surgery. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil on July 30, 1983, to a family with both Brazilian and British roots, Jessica showed a strong female identity from an early age, something her family supported despite traditional expectations. During her adolescence, she suffered from a hormonal imbalance that led her to develop breast tissue, which, combined with bullying from her peers, exacerbated her desire to modify her body to meet aesthetic beauty standards. In her early adult years, Alves began a journey of physical transformation that would include over 100 surgical procedures. In her quest for the perfect image, Alves underwent multiple nose surgeries, breast augmentation, jaw reduction, liposuctions, and facial procedures, among others. Her decision to change her name to Jessica and transition to her true female identity was a manifestation of her personal authenticity after years of internal struggle. In addition to physical complications, such as the loss of her sense of smell due to repeated rhinoplasties, Alves spent more than £500,000 on her transformations. By 2018, she had undergone a total of 51 plastic surgeries, and the procedures continue. Her story serves as an example of how societal pressures and the desire for an idealized body image can influence a person throughout their life, sometimes at the cost of physical and emotional health. Number 11. Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace, the famous Italian designer, is known for her impeccable style and often for her youthful appearance despite her age. Although she has never officially confirmed the extent of her aesthetic procedures, many believe that Donatella has resorted to plastic surgery and cosmetic treatments to maintain her look. Over the years, her face has undergone noticeable changes. There has been speculation about her nose surgery, which appears thinner and sharper, and her cheeks, which seem fuller, suggesting the use of implants. Additionally, her upper eyelids appear less droopy, possibly indicating cosmetic surgery. In 2014, her face looked especially shiny, which was attributed to heavy Botox use, common among people wishing to eliminate expression lines. Mark Norful, the clinical director of aesthetic surgery, commented that the lack of wrinkles on her forehead and the smoothness of her skin could be due to regular Botox treatments. Despite never confirming these speculations, her face seems to defy the signs of aging, leading many to continue speculating about the procedures she may have undergone. Number 10. Katie Price. Katie Price, the famous British model and media personality, has made a name for herself in the entertainment industry by openly discussing her aesthetic surgeries. Over the years, she has undergone a series of procedures that have completely transformed her appearance, something she has accepted without remorse. Although she started her career as a model with a more natural look, it wasn't until her 30s that she began to undergo surgeries. Since then, at the age of 45,
Private jet with all these people, not Boris, he won't accept.
Katie has continued to modify her body and face. In 1999, she underwent breast enlargement, increasing her size from a 32B to a 32DD, and also refined her nose. By 2006, Katie had fully embraced the idea of plastic surgery, and in 2011, she openly declared it. As time went on, her procedures became more noticeable, and in 2016, she underwent surgery to give her lips a fuller appearance and her face a smoother look. However, it was at the 2018 National Television Awards that her appearance changed radically, making her almost unrecognizable. By 2019, Katie began having breast augmentation procedures every year, with each implant weighing around 4.4 pounds. This has raised concerns among plastic surgeons, who warn about the potential health risks due to the frequency of these procedures. Number 9. Zhou Chuna. Zhou Chuna, a 17-year-old Chinese influencer, has caused a stir on social media with her incredible aesthetic transformation. Through her Weibo account, Zhou has documented her radical change, becoming an example of the obsession with beauty in youth. Since the age of 13, she has undergone over 100 aesthetic surgeries, starting with a double eyelid surgery funded by her parents after she was convinced that changing her appearance would be the key to improving her social life. This initial surgery was just the beginning of a series of procedures, including rhinoplasties, breast implants, liposuction, and treatments to achieve a doll-like look, also known as Barbie eye surgery. Despite the complications she has suffered due to her addiction to plastic surgery, such as permanent scars and memory loss, Zhou remains firm in her belief that all the procedures were worth it. Reports state that her parents have spent more than $620,000 on her surgeries. Jo even threatened to drop out of school if they did not help her fund more procedures. Her story highlights the societal pressures many people, especially the youth, face to meet unrealistic aesthetic standards, often leading to drastic decisions with long-term consequences. Number 8. Carrot Top. Scott Thompson, better known by his stage name Carrot Top, is an American comedian and actor who gained fame for his unique stand-up comedy style and appearances on shows like The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Despite his success in comedy, Carrot Top has been the subject of speculation due to the noticeable changes in his appearance over the years. His body has undergone several transformations,
You are singing tonight.
I am. This might be remarkable. I'm
fluctuating between a slim and muscular physique, which has led many to wonder if these changes are the result of plastic surgery or simply an evolution in his lifestyle and exercise habits. In response to these rumors, Carrot Top has been adamant in denying any surgical intervention, stating that his toned face and defined jawline are the product of years of dedication to physical exercise and a healthy diet. With his characteristic sense of humor, the comedian joked that if he had undergone surgery, his appearance would probably look even better. Despite the ongoing speculations, Carrot Top continues to insist that the changes in his physique are due to his commitment to personal well-being, not aesthetic procedures. Number 7. Joan Van Ark. Joan Van Ark, famous for her role in the TV series Knots Landing, has been an enigmatic figure regarding her image. Although she has never publicly confirmed undergoing plastic surgery, the noticeable differences in her appearance over the years have led experts to speculate about possible procedures. The actress has kept a low profile regarding her personal life, which has only increased curiosity about the transformations that may have taken place. When observing her photos over the decades, many have noticed that Joan has tighter skin and a noticeably younger-looking face compared to her early TV appearances. Experts believe she may have opted for a facelift or cheek implants to restore the firmness of her face. Additionally, it is speculated that she might have used Botox to smooth out wrinkles and could even have undergone an eyebrow lift to raise and soften her gaze. Plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Yoon suggested that changes in her face could be the result of several surgical procedures, with possibly an excess of skin tightening, giving her an artificial appearance. One observer of her public appearance in 2020 noted that her face looked melted plastic, a description that highlights the exaggeration of certain procedures. While Joan has not confirmed any of these interventions, speculation about her appearance continues. The actress, like many other public figures, remains a mystery when it comes to her decisions regarding cosmetic surgery, leaving her images to speak for themselves. Number 6. Hang Myoku. Hang Myoku's story is one of the most shocking in the world of cosmetic surgery, not only due to the extreme transformation she underwent, but also because of the tragic addiction she developed to cosmetic procedures. Originally, Hang Myoku was a promising model and singer in South Korea, but in her pursuit of perfection, she began undergoing plastic surgeries at an early age. Her obsession with aesthetics led her to move to Japan, where she underwent several surgeries. However, her insatiable desire to change her appearance eventually led doctors to refuse further surgeries. When she returned to her home country, her face was unrecognizable. Although she began receiving psychological help, she soon abandoned the treatment and began injecting silicone at home. Over time, she ran out of medical supplies and resorted to using cooking oil to continue her homemade procedures. This devastating mistake caused severe swelling, permanent scarring, and disfigurement, leaving her unrecognizable. Today, after numerous reconstructive surgeries, Hang Myoku continues to struggle to regain her original appearance. Despite medical efforts and public support, her face never returned to normal. This heartbreaking and tragic story serves as a reminder of the dangers of plastic surgery when it becomes an uncontrollable addiction. Number 5. Anastasia Pokryshchuk. Anastasia Pokryshchuk, a Ukrainian influencer, is known for her striking facial transformations, particularly her extremely prominent cheeks, which have become her signature feature. At the age of 26, Anastasia decided to start a series of cosmetic procedures, beginning with Botox and dental veneers. However, what really caught attention was her experimentation with facial fillers, which she began administering to herself without professional supervision. Following online tutorials, Anastasia applied these treatments in the hope of achieving aesthetic perfection, but soon her cheeks began to swell alarmingly. Despite doctors' warnings about the risks of self-medication, she continued with her injection routine, convinced that she had found the ideal way to beautify her face. She even ran for the title of World's Biggest Cheeks. Today, she remains a controversial figure on social media, where she promotes her love for extreme aesthetics. Her story raises questions about the obsession with beauty standards and the dangers of seeking perfection through unconventional methods. Number 4. Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag, who gained popularity through her participation in the reality show Laguna Beach, became a reference for plastic surgery after undergoing a series of cosmetic procedures at a very young age. At 23, Heidi decided to embark on a transformation that she believed would change her life. However, she soon realized that her desire to reach an ideal of beauty imposed by the industry was not the solution to her insecurities. Heidi's surgical journey began when she received an offer to undergo an extensive series of cosmetic procedures for free in exchange for promoting the treatments. What seemed like a unique opportunity quickly turned into a traumatic experience. In a single 16-hour surgery, Heidi underwent 10 aesthetic procedures, including breast augmentation, liposuction, brow lift, chin reduction, and Botox injections. However, recovery was far more painful than she had imagined. Instead of feeling revitalized, Heidi ended up with numerous side effects, including a dependency on opioid painkillers that further complicated her healing process. Over the years, Heidi has spoken publicly about her regret regarding the surgeries.
And then my doctor's like, get to the hospital right now, because my contractions then came so hard.
In interviews, she has admitted that although she initially felt more confident with her new body, she soon realized she never needed most of the procedures. Her message for those contemplating plastic surgery is clear: consult with experts and reflect on the reasons behind your aesthetic desires. Heidi emphasizes that surgery is not the solution to insecurity, and the recovery process is much more difficult than many people imagine. Number 3. Raji Narine Singh. Raji Narine Singh is someone who has defied expectations in many aspects of her life, from her involvement in LGBT rights advocacy to her foray into the media and reality television. However, her story stands out mainly due to the difficult experiences she has faced as a result of poorly performed aesthetic procedures. Her participation in the botched show on E! Brought her story to an international audience, where she revealed the devastating effect of some filler injections that ended in severe complications. Raji, who was born into a diverse family with Indo-Trinidadian and Franco-Afro-Trinidadian roots, decided to undergo these treatments to feminize her facial and body features, which led her to seek a poorly qualified surgeon, O'Neill Ron Morris, a sadly infamous figure in the transgender community of Miami, for performing low-cost procedures using dangerous substances. What Raji thought were silicone injections turned out to be a mix of materials like tire sealant and glue. The effects were devastating: extreme swelling, the formation of nodules, and facial disfigurement.
Yes. Okay. My doctor said that.
In her struggle to recover her health, Raji spent years facing the consequences of this poor decision. Despite her efforts to hide the damage and avoid seeking medical help for a long time, her appearance on Botched allowed doctors to remove much of the harmful material. Her story has become a testament to the importance of choosing qualified professionals and not compromising health in pursuit of unsafe aesthetic trends. It also highlights the resilience of someone who, after enduring so much pain, continues to move forward with her life and fight for her well-being. Number 2. Pixie Fox. Pixie Fox, a woman from North Carolina, gained notoriety due to her extreme aesthetic surgeries, becoming an icon of physical transformation in the world of plastic surgery. At just 33 years old, Pixie has undergone an astonishing number of procedures, more than 20 in total, which include intentionally breaking her jaw to reduce her facial profile and removing 6 of her ribs. Her main goal: to become a cartoon character with an extremely thin body and exaggerated facial features. On her path to a transformed appearance, Pixie underwent not only liposuction, breast augmentation and lip injections, but also eye surgery to change the color of her eyes, aiming for a living doll look. Despite the risks, her surgeons have refused to continue operating on her, as happened during her appearance on the TV show Botched, where doctors Terry DeBrown and Paul Nassif stated they would no longer participate in her process.
Yeah, first of all, I went straight to have an eyelash transplant, but it's a...
Nevertheless, Pixie does not stop. Her story reflects a constant struggle with her self-image and an unwavering search to meet her ideals of beauty, even at the expense of her physical health. Number 1. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley, globally known for her relationship with Elvis Presley and her role as a businesswoman in the entertainment world, has been at the center of public attention for decades. Her name has been linked to numerous rumors about possible aesthetic surgeries, although Priscilla herself has maintained a reserved stance, neither confirming nor denying the speculations. Over the years, her appearance has changed, and experts have offered various opinions on the procedures she may have undergone. Among the most discussed is the alleged use of facial fillers. Dr. Dave E. David, a well-known plastic surgeon, suggested that Priscilla's face shows signs of excess filler in her cheeks, which may have affected her ability to open her eyes normally. Other experts, like Dr. Anthony Yoon, have pointed out that the famous actress might have undergone a facelift. Additionally, there has been speculation about possible skin resurfacing treatments, deep dermal exfoliation, that may have caused permanent damage to her skin. What has fueled the rumors even further is Priscilla's association with the infamous surgeon Daniel Serrano, an unlicensed doctor who performed illegal cosmetic procedures at private parties in Hollywood. This surgeon claimed that his injections were superior to Botox, but in reality, he used industrial silicone, a dangerous material used to lubricate mechanical parts which could cause serious health complications. Although there is no conclusive evidence that Priscilla was one of his victims, the speculation persists, and her image has become a topic of debate in the realm of aesthetic surgery. The world of plastic surgery has made impressive advances, but it has also sparked numerous controversies and debates about the limits of beauty and the risks associated with extreme transformations. Stories like those of Carrot Top, Pixie Fox, and Joe Tuna are striking examples of how self-image and social expectations can profoundly influence personal decisions. While each of them has sought to fulfill their beauty ideals in their own way, it is essential to remember that true beauty comes from accepting our authenticity and taking care of our physical and mental health. Thank you for reading and exploring with us these fascinating and, in some cases, surprising stories. Cosmetic surgery, like any other form of body modification, should be approached with caution, always considering long-term well-being. See you in the next article.